Time I would go with a warm air intake is when my airbox is completely destroyed. And on Crimson Vortec it was. I didn't have a choice. The box was destroyed. I couldn't put a filter in it and run the bolts in anymore. It was just junk. I had to replace it. So rather than going and trying to find all the pieces online, which most of them were not there, I decided to just buy one of the cheap cold air, warm air intakes. Let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so when I bought this kit came with this elbow, it came with a filter. I've replaced this filter probably twice. Came with this elbow, this elbow, this elbow, and we reused our stock plastic. I upgraded all my clamps because it came with the cheap clamps that don't stay tight. So I bought these that stay tight, and they're spring-loaded and designed not to back off. So that's why I went with these. That one I used a spring clip because with the heat cycles, this one will actually maintain pressure so that it doesn't come loose. That's one of the upgrades. What you're going to need is you will need to replace your mass airflow sensor or check it and clean it. I've done one for LS Goat where we did a mod on it, guys. If you guys get a chance, go to the channel, check that video out. But you will need to take all of your sensors out. So here is your air inlet temp sensor. This tells the temperature coming into the engine. This is your mass airflow. This does all the heavy lifting. If this isn't working properly, it throws the entire engine off. So make sure that you clean it when you're doing this setup. On here, it didn't have a very good structure to hold it. So I mounted some brackets and did some L-shaped stuff with a triangle setup to hold my intake tube. Using this bolt here, I did the L or T shape here that supports this so that it doesn't fall down in here. Now, why do I call this a warm air intake? This tube absorbs whatever heat is in the engine bay. So if your engine bay is 200 degrees, this could technically get up to about 180. This is too warm and it throws off your air fuel and can really wreak havoc on your engine. So in order to fix that, we can wrap these pipes with heat tape. I do have the heat tape. I may do a video on just wrapping these. That being said, guys, this is why we call it a warm air intake, because it uses the heated air under your hood to pull air into the engine. Your stock airbox will pull air from holes here through here, so you're getting at least ambient air temp, not heated air temp from your engine. If you're doing a race setup, here's the thing. You want the coldest air possible. So if you have warm air going into the engine, it's going to cut the fuel back and you're not going to have as much horsepower. You have more horsepower from compressed cool air than you do from hot heated air from underneath your engine bay. This is why you see a lot of guys running tubes that basically pull ambient air temp if they can't run an intercooler setup. Now, some people love the intercooler setups, but it is more piping. And in a tight engine bay like this already, it's going to be too hard to run those tubes to be able to run an intercooler. And guys, you can see this engine bay is very tight, and there's very few and very limited spots you can run tubes to run an intercooler and get all the plumbing so that you could plumb this in. They do make kits for it, and you can do it. They also make like supercharger kits or turbo kits, but again, you will be taking a lot of stuff out of the engine bay in order to run a setup like that. And when you're going full race, you're going to be gutting it anyway, and you're going to be removing a lot of things that were stock that you're just not going to need anymore. But when you're doing a street setup, keeping it simple is the best. So do intakes provide horsepower gains? They can. Do these particular ones? No. The reason why is because you're changing the mapping of that air temp. And because the mapping of the air temp is off, it's going to adjust a fuel accordingly. So it's going to cut fuel back. Will it help you save fuel? No, because you're also losing horsepower in the process. So the loss of horsepower means that you have to try to push the vehicle a little bit harder. I really hope this kind of clarifies these intake setups. If you're going with a sealed box, that is the best setup. We have something similar for that for LS Goat. You guys will see that in the spring. But right now, this is what we got, and this is what I wanted to show you.